Okay, but back to what I was saying, guys. When I was downtown and I was doing the event, when I say the shit was heavy, it was heavy. That they even got a blue balloon. Look at me, thirsty, super thirsty. But they be having them waiting for us out the train. Let me take off my get this mask off of my beautiful face. But well, I want to talk to y'all. Cause with this one, I think the weird thing is I think that he signed up for my event, so I'm not even gonna hold on. I'm not gonna even cause I don't want to get my face in there. Hold on. I don't care. It's whatever, cause they already know that it's my page. But yeah, so I think he signed up for the event, but it still be weird when I see people. And like I was telling you earlier, he was going so heavy in it. It was such an awkward encounter because it was like times that he wasn't talking and he's just more focused on trying to gesture toward people than doing it. Like you can't do it and still actually act normal. But like I said, some of them is not even like full on. Well, I'm learning even the term human. Like we got to read into that. So you just not a full, I don't know, like you got a different kind of soul or something. I don't know what's going on with you. But y'all weird. And then yesterday, right, when I was in Satan is coming for me hard because just like God knows your desires, he knows your desires too. Just like God knows the things that you're into, he knows that what you're into too. And I don't even know why they keep using the same person because whether y'all feel I have desperation or not, shit ain't happening. So I don't understand that. But I guess it's like we're gonna use like say y'all know how y'all be speaking on basically honey traps and stuff like that. I don't know what he is per se. I'ma just say I don't believe in coincidence. People can meet in the odd matter. I believe in that because back then when I was like a fake hopeless romantic, I'm like one could be in India and one could be in Mexico, and if y'all love each other, y'all make it happen. You feel me? So I'm open to anything. Life is full of such surprises and strange wonders that you can't control. So I even accept that, but this is not those kind of situations. No, it ain't. Coincidences is gone, diddy oko. So my thing is like, okay, I even accept that you know the areas that you go to, but you being a little too obvious. It's like you going to say it's a certain part of the park that we go to, and everybody can go to that area. But this person that know me, they going to go specifically, like whether I'm a routine kind of girl or whether I'm a girl that do the same thing. Any other time, even when I met him, any other time he'll be in different parts of the park. But now that you know that that's my favorite part, now you want to go look at the pond and look at the ducks and stuff. Like, cut it out. Stop. You know what I mean? And then it's like I told you, I pay attention. I've always been an observant girl. If you usually have bags and stuff with you, I'm not saying that you can't be different, but I already picked up what kind of guy he is. Like, he's a thrifty backpack kind of guy, like I'm a backpack kind of girl. So I'm like, where's your bag at? Yeah, I would look at you like a person that always go out with their purse and they don't have it, and you deep out hanging and banging and stuff. So that's I'm like, where's your stuff at? You look suspicious. You look like you left your bag somewhere, and you like, let me go do this quick harassing assignment like the creep that you are, and then let me get out of here. And then what creeps me out is that I already be in my day. Even if I'm coming to read my book and I'm coming to knit, if I want to knit, I can knit. And if you want to make fun of that, that's fine. But even if I'm coming to do that, obviously, isn't these tasks that you do alone? And it's like he assumed that I wanted to hang with him. So obviously, I don't mind encounter. Of course, I don't mind earthly love. If Father was to bless me with that. I'm a young, able woman, so of course I'm open-minded. But partner, I know it's not you. I know that you up to deception and manipulation. I know it's not you. You would never understand anything about unity, marriage, love, or anything because you move like a manipulator. You're a crocodile, okay? Trying to act like a duck or a swan. You're not. But I didn't want to have any animosity for him. I'm just like, damn, like you really got to participate in this, bro? Like, please leave me be. Let my soul be. But I understand if you're a soul devourer, that's your job. You're not going to ever not do it. It's impossible for you. Like, and basically, yes, he said, Father said, they do not sleep unless they do mischief. So these are those kind of people. Like, they're not gonna get a good night rest unless they harm us, whether it be spiritually, emotionally, mentally. I don't know. Even with electronics, because I accept that those kind of things is happening too. I'm like, do I want to go home? Because I said I want to take a nap and then just chill out. Yeah, I'll go in the park and I'll finish, like, just walk a little bit, finish, because I agree with the guy too. I don't be wanting to do it upstairs sometimes. I'm well aware that they hear us, and I don't honestly care. But you get my drift, like, just nature in general. Before I even knew about this, I've always loved nature. Like, I'm gonna say this to y'all every time, because I have put myself through harm. Which way am I gonna walk? Matter of fact, I'll just probably do a whole walk around one time. Well, this park that I'm in, this is mine's actually. The one I'll be going to, I'll be liking to travel. But mine's is actually beautiful too, so I gotta learn to be grateful and appreciate it, you know. But it's just so feels like that, like, if I'm on one side of the park, I can see you on the other side. Like, oh boy. So this would be a festival. There was one time, guys, I tried to have a little, like, picnic thing by myself. I know old terms, they were like pick a nigga, but I don't want to get into history and stuff. Like, I don't want to make this sad. But just in a sense, I had snacks and stuff. I told y'all, like I said, what I did. This was a while back, what I indulgence. I had that, some juice. You know, I want to just have a little out. And I'm the type, yeah, I will come and read my book, listen to music, if I'm going to cloud, or just look at the birds and the butterflies. So I did that. And when I say the level of electronic and spiritual, because if you walk past a person, I'm telling you guys, let me see, make sure I got enough time. All right, good. If you walk past a person, if you walk past, like, from, all right, I'm gonna speak on this from a spiritual level, because I do really get it. And I'm gonna tell y'all encounters that I experienced that I ain't tell people. But this is from spiritual, not just, because I understand people be like, don't be thinking this is about God. I understand, like, some people are, they see, like, okay, I'm a chosen one, I'm a TI, and some of them see it as an okay. We piss somebody up that's connected to the government, or we piss somebody up that has connects in general, and now we're on this list or the case. Or even in a sense, the third option, which I know is a bunch of options, but the third one is like, we're truth-sayers and the whistleblowers, and we're the changers, the leaders, and stuff like that. Even if you feel docile, even if you feel like a complete utter loser at the stage in your life, yo, there's something in you internally that they're aware of, more so. You get what I'm saying? So if they keep that down, then they have won. And I'm not even going to front that it has worked on me for quite some time. But I'll say, guys, even if you have your lowest state of life, it's something internally in you that I'm saying. So it's not even about being like a whistleblower, telling stuff. It's something internally that they know that is in you. And if you want to see it from a spiritual aspect, okay. If not, then I don't think my video is for you, because it's a blend of just surface stuff, but you got to look past what your eyes can see. And I struggle with that as much, because I have a very carnal mind, like very. But I will say, yo, as far as spiritually, right? So one day, right, I'll be honest, this always happens. Like, okay, I told you that I cloud, right? So when I go downtown and say I'm not clouding, I can feel it. That's why I tell you, if you decide to indulge, whether you believe or not, whether you think is a sin or not, when you drink or when you smoke, I even think to the point of cigarettes, but we just gonna talk about, like, well, everything, even being under the influence. Because there was one time I took sleeping pills, guys, and y'all wouldn't believe some of the stuff I went through. That's why I tell people, like, just like I'm open-minded that everything is spiritual to me, but I'm open-minded that maybe they're not trying to come from a spiritual aspect, that they really just trying to come from a basic daily life aspect, but everything is spiritual, even when it seems like basic. Like, people keep talking about A1s. There's demons in that machine. There's demons in the robots. It's not just like some wicked machine. It's something that keeps it afloat, and everything happened in the spirit realm before it happened here. So this is what I'm trying to tell you, like, just be open-minded to that. Like, even, it's not even about, okay, I'm religious, I'm Muslim, I'm Christian, I'm Buddhist. It's about everything is spiritual, whether you want to accept it or not. So with that being said, I can say with the story, let me see if I got time. Hold on. All right, I got 2 minutes. All right, guys, so like I told y'all, so there's times that I've cloud, right? And then, like, say you chilling in the park. You've been in that same area for like maybe 2 hours. The first hour you just eating, you was just drinking, you was just, like, you know, minding your business. the second hour you decide you want to smoke. When I tell you whatever, well, you're in the REM in general, but when I say whatever portal or soul that you have open, oh man, I say that the attacks amplify. It's amplified. So it weakens you guys, whether you want to accept it. I'm not telling you what to do with your life, because I don't be wanting people telling me what to do with mine. I'm just saying that it weakens you, because you can feel it even more heavier. Like I told you, it removes your armor. And then whether it's electronic or not, you feel it. And then yeah, with caffeine too. I didn't want to accept that because I love anything caffeine, like coffee, this, that. But be careful with that too. When you indulge with coffee, especially if you, I don't know if you're a drinker, but just be careful when you're doing that, what areas you're going to hang out, because you will feel the spiritual shift come along. And then you'll be like, okay, well, where is that going on? You start to feel shaky. You start to feel shaky. You start to feel a little, your heart start beating fast. Your head, you feel like a little sweaty and stuff like that. And it's coming from them. It's actually coming from them. And I think that they amplify it. So I don't know if it's going off like, okay, they was watching and they saw that you're doing it, or it's going off, like I said, some people think it's off mood. Like they can just see our moods. They not like, they don't have a full camera in our room, but they can see our moods. And they can tell when you're sad or happy. So if they going off, okay, or every time that you've been under the influence, they see that your mood was just a little lower or it's a little hyperactive. So they know that's the time to attack. So I don't know how far people think that this goes, or how deep